Previously on Tomb Raider 2, and I believe there's 3 barracudas in the in this little pool area. Ah! And with that, the adventure continues. Welcome back everyone to the Tomb Raider Marathon. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and today, ladies and gentlemen, today we're continuing with Tomb Raider 2, and we're doing Wreck of the Maria Doria, which is the second level of the shipwreck levels. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, this level is also pretty hated the same way as the previous level. In fact, I would even say that when it comes to the general consensus, a lot of people seem to hate the underwater section of Tomb Raider 2, but I don't know, I actually really like this part. I actually do like the change of scenery, and then again, I also do like how, you know, we change scenery more in this game than Tomb Raider 1. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop into the water, and we're going to spawn a frogman. Or a frogman. Oh my god, I keep getting that mixed up. And this guy can be either very easy to kill or very hard. Or very annoying, I should say. Ah! Well, he was very generous. Thank you very much. Alright, so now, let's go ahead and claim these harpoon ammo. And don't clip through the wall, Lara Croft. I swear to God. He did shot me once, but that's okay. Now, this level can be very difficult to get through without using a med pack. However, there are very easy strategies onto how to do this level. Alright, so once we get clear of this, we get a large med pack. And they actually gave us this med pack for a reason, because now we have to do a bit of a big fall. However, there is a way to minimize your damage. Because, yeah, if you fall down this normally, you would actually be on blinking health, I believe. Or close to death. However, with this strategy, you're going to lose, like, I want to say 1/5 of your health. Probably less. But, yeah, basically, for this part to work, what you want to do is you want to slide down this slope backwards. And you want to go all the way to the left. And then as soon as you get over here, you want to drop, roll, then you want to jump to the left, and then you want to walk forward while holding the action. So essentially drop, roll, hold jump and left, and then press forward and X. And as you can see, Lara will now grab onto the sledge, and you can just drop off. And as you can see, we didn't took a lot of damage at all, which is awesome. Alright, so now, I'm gonna... yeah, let's get the Uzis, why not? So right here, we're gonna spawn a guy with a wrench and a guy with a rifle guy. And we're just gonna... don't shoot me, jackass. Alright, so let's go ahead and claim the items. And for some reason, this guy drops not 1, but 2 small med packs, which is pretty interesting. Now, I would recommend real quick to go down that pool and continue on that pathway, because there's an area where you have to fight a wrench guy, a rifle guy, and a shotgun guy. And yeah, that part can be very difficult to get through without using a med pack or without taking a lot of damage. And essentially, that room will basically make or break a run when it comes to no loads, no meds. However, I'm going to be ballsy, and I'm going to do that later. Because why? Because I'm stupid. Okay, so in this room, we want to go in between these 2 benches. And right up here, we can actually have, or we actually will see a hole. Now, if you explore that previous room, you may have actually seen the stone dragon. And yeah, we're now going on our way to get it. So let's go ahead and stand on that tile in front of us to spawn a shotgunner. So let's go and kill them, or kill him. And then we want to go to the end, but do not drop down, because as we go through here, we're actually going to spawn another shotgunner. And there he is, being eliminated by the flare. And yeah, you want to make sure you kill him now, otherwise he will probably get you as you go out of the secret. So yeah, let's him, and yeah, let's drop down here to claim the first secret of the level. The Stone Dragon. And what's actually interesting about this game, and Tomb Raider 1 as well, is that when you have like an ambient noise, but you cue a different music, whether it's like a music track or a secret, yeah, the looping track does not come back, which means that, yeah, you're now playing in complete silence. Although that being said, this only applies to the PS1 versions, not the PC versions of Tomb Raider 1 and 2, so just to say that right now. Alright, so here we got a bit of a movable block puzzle. So here we have 3 blocks we have to move out of their way. Now, you can only work... Now, as of now, you can just move 2 of them, but I'm just going to move all 3 of them just to, just to get this out of the way. But yeah, basically, we have this block, then we got this block, and I'm just going to pull this guy out of the way immediately just to put it into position. And basically, for this guy, we want to push it as far as we can. So, one thing I forgot to mention about the flares is that if you notice right here... well, never mind. I guess Lara will have a flare in her hand for the rest of the game. But as you may notice, when you pull up a flare, Lara actually uses like one of her hands to pull out a flare. And that is something you want to be very careful, because when Lara is doing her animation of pulling a flare and at the same time when dropping a flare, Lara will not grab any ledge whatsoever, which means that if you're doing some intense platforming, or you have to do a long platforming section where you have to drop and grab, make sure you don't have a flare in your hand. Otherwise, you're going to suffer what I like to call a flare death. Which means that, you weren't able to to grab a ledge because Lara was busy throwing a flare or getting out of flare. So yeah, you want to be very careful when it comes to that. I mean, I can just show you real quick with this ledge. So yeah, as you can see, I'm going to try to... well, okay, that was a terrible example, but essentially, Lara will not grab the ledge when she's throwing the flare or grabbing it. We're probably going to see... you know what? I'm going to be surprised. I'm actually going to be legitimately surprised if I can manage to go through this entire game, or this entire marathon, without suffering a flare death. That would be a miracle, honestly. Alright, let's get the Uzis ready, because as soon as we drop down here... we're going to spawn a wrench guy behind us. But also, there's going to be a shotgunner. And, oh god! I forgot about this wrench guy. Whoops. Oh my god, that actually scared me. Okay. I don't think he got me. Oh no, yeah, he got me. Okay, that's going to be scary for the end. Alright, so yeah, these 2 guys will drop anything. That other guy doesn't drop anything. So now, we're going to finally use the M16 and put it to the test. So, as we go into this large room, I guess this large ballroom, we're going to see this guy. Now, as I'm standing right here, this guy will not hit me. However, as you can see, Lara can actually aim at him. And yeah, basically, what we want to do is, as soon as we have an aim on him, shoot a couple bits, and yeah, look at that. Nine bullets it took... or close to 9 bullets it took to kill that guy. Like, that is disgusting. Okay, so I guess I should show real quick. But in this ballroom, what we want to do is so here's where we enter. So, and what we want to do is we want to come over here. We want to basically hug the right wall. And basically we want to come into this room. Now be careful with the glass, like I almost did. But yeah, you just want to walk over it, and you will be able to take no damage. Now for this next part, there's 2 ways you can actually do this. You can either drop and grab, but I believe if you drop down there, you're actually going to take damage. So yeah, don't do that. Instead, we're just going to press roll, and we're going to tap action, and Lara will slide into this alcove with a key. And I believe this is the restroom key. So yeah, we actually get the key to the bathroom. Which is awesome. Alright, now let's carefully cross the glass. And let's move on. Now that guy that we killed, he drops some automatic clips, but we'll get them on the way back. Or we'll get them on a different opportunity. Or at a different opportunity. Alright, but now we're going to go into this side, because this is where the bathroom key, or the restroom key goes. At least I hope that's what the key is. So yeah, the key is right here. The restroom. Although this restroom is a bit disappointing because, yeah, as you can see, there's no toilet, so unfortunately you cannot poop for days. So that's unfortunate. Alright, so let's push the button, which is going to open these two gates, or these gates, allowing you to push this button right here. And what this button is going to do is going to open a door back in the ballroom area where we killed that rifle guy on the balcony. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to press this button again, because this will basically allow me to skip it will allow me to skip some backtracking, essentially. And I'm actually going to explain what it is later. Or why later. So yeah, now we have to go into this area again, and now we have to get to where that guy was. Now to get up there, or to get on the balcony, what we want to do is we want to go directly cat-a-corner to where we entered this room, and we want to get into this ledge right here that will allow us to pull up. And then we have to just do it again. But then we have to shimmy to the left. Now, unfortunately, that guy died over there, but we're going to be there eventually. So, yeah, we're going to skip the magnum clips for now. I mean, how many do I have? I have... Oh my god, I have 80. Not a lot, I can say that right now. Okay, so here we have a bunch of doors, and in this hallway we have two valve doors. Now, this valve door, you don't have to open it, but basically this will take you to a big old room, and yeah, there's basically nothing in that room. There's no items, there's no enemies, there's no secrets, so yeah, don't even bother. Speaking of secrets, am I, okay, I have the stone dragon. I don't remember where the Jade dragon was. I'll probably remember about it when we get to it. When we get close to it. Alright, so yeah, we want to open the second valve door, and basically we want to make sure we drop safely into this room. And now we got a bunch of movable block puzzles. You know, maybe this is the reason why a lot of people don't like this level, because there's a lot of movable block puzzles we have to deal with. Also, one of my cats is meowing. But yeah, like I mentioned before, you move blocks faster by pushing them instead of pulling them, so it saves a couple seconds, but you know, I guess for the impatient people, this will be useful. But considering that I've been playing these games for years at this point, I'm not that impatient. Now that being said, if I died, and if I died right here, right now, then I would be pissed because I have to do this whole thing again. So, you know, pressure's on. Now we put this block right here so that we can actually pull that lever. And what that lever did is that it opened a door directly above me. So what we want to do is we want to pull this this block, and we can actually go into this doorway. Okay, so I'm gonna use the automatics. Also, yeah, you may have noticed that I'm not using my pistols whatsoever, and that is because I'm gonna try to beat the rest of the game without using my pistols. That's gonna be a little bit of an extra challenge for this game, since, you know, I know this game too well. Which, you know, if you feel disappointed that I'm not doing a no pistol run for the entire game, then yeah, wait until Tomb Raider 4, because I do have a surprise for you. Now that being said, doing this game without using pistols is, well, for one, pretty much impossible. Especially considering that in Great Wall, you know, we have to deal with a lot of wildlife. Not to mention that when you get to Venice, you also have to kill a bunch of enemies. And not to mention that when you get to Offshore Rig, you are forced to use the pistols. So, you know, there's that. Also, did I get the key? Yeah, I did. So, yeah, I completely missed to explain stuff. But underneath this block, which was in here originally, there's actually a key that we can grab, or that we have to grab. But then we also want to push this block into that lever so we can actually open this door. And this key goes right over here. So, yeah. Alright, and here we go into another long area. And here we have another movable block. And yeah, basically this one we have to put it in the proper position so that we can... Whoops, I hit the mic. We have to put it in the proper position so that we can actually move that block that is over there. So yeah, let's pull this guy twice. And also, make sure you don't put this block here, because if you do, you're going to have to do some extra busy work. Because yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention, is that Lara will not push or pull a block if there isn't a solid tile behind her. So yeah, for example, I can't pull this block, otherwise I'm going to get, you know, squished. However, if there's a tile that has a ramp, Lara will not push or pull a block if the ramp is in front of the block or behind Lara. So you have to keep that into consideration when dealing with these movable blocks. Something that would get fixed sort of in Tomb Raider 4, but we'll get to Tomb Raider 4 eventually. But yeah, here we got some movable blocks, and these are the last movable blocks we have to deal for a while. So yeah, we're free from the blocks. Thank you very much. Alright, so... Oh yeah, this area. So for this part, I'm just gonna run and trigger all these tiles. And that's the reason... And the reason why is because by doing this, we will actually trigger all of the barrels right over here. Now, to my right, there's actually an opening. Now, and as soon as you pull up, you're gonna spawn the barrels. Now, do not hang from the ledge, because if you do, the barrels will kill you. So, yeah, just let go and just stick to the wall. And up in here, we can get the Jade Dragon. So, yeah, I actually remember where the Jade Dragon was. So that is awesome. Alright, so now I'm going to get my Uzis, because now we have to fight a shotgunner. Thankfully, we can get rid of this guy quickly. Also, what is it with the heavy breathing of these guys? Like, seriously. Like when they run around, they go like... It's, I mean, I guess they're tired of looking for you or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to drop down here, and you may notice that in this water, we have a valve door. However, yeah, we cannot open valve doors underwater. But we do have a lever here that we can pull underwater. And this lever is going to open a door up above in this room. Now, that door is timed, so you want to hurry up a bit. So let's just jump over here. And let's get up in here. And this lever, what it's going to do is it's going to essentially keep that door open. Alright, who's ready for some throwback? Because yeah, as you can see right here, we got the we got an homage to the first secret of Nathless Mines back from the first game. But yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to keep sliding until, or keep jumping through from slide to slide until the trapdoor closes. Or alternatively, what you could do, I'm going to show you real quick. Alternatively, what you could do is you can just do a running jump over to this platform. And that's pretty much it. Alright, and this lever is going to open a door, which is on the other direction of that room we were with the shotgunner in the boat. And you may hear some intense breathing. Oh, that's because we have some rifle guys and some shotgunners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my M16 and I'm going to try to keep a distance from them because, yeah, these guys can punish you really quickly. And in fact, they're actually going on a very, very good location. Also, there was a shotgun right in front of me. I completely forgot about that. Nice. Also, yeah, it was 2 rifle guys. I thought it was a rifle guy and a shotgunner, but now I'm thinking of the final room of the level. Okay, I'm gonna save my game because I haven't saved since the beginning of this level, or I haven't saved at all. So, yeah, and I don't want to mess this room up because I tend to screw this room a little bit. Okay, so in this room, there are multiple ways to get down. What you could do is you can do a grab cancel, which you can just slide into the bottom. But I'm just going to do the legit way because why the heck not? Not to mention that I never do this. I never do the legit way anymore. Okay, but basically, as you can see over there, you can see the tile glitching through the floor. And that is because this is a trapdoor. And this button right here will open the trapdoor. Now, this trapdoor is timed, so you have to move quickly to the trapdoor. So, yeah, make sure you to save time, make sure you jump through the gaps. And basically, once you get to the end, just jump and grab, and you'll just fall right in. And, yeah, that's another reason I don't do this path, because you take fall damage. So, yeah, and we want to try to keep our health intact. Now, in this room, there's going to be this button, and this button, as you saw, it will actually drain the pool with the boat of water, so now we can actually drop down and actually open that valve door. And yeah, one of those guys actually drops a small med pack. But the most important thing we want to pick up is this thing right here. This is a circuit breaker, and similar to Nathless Mines from Tomb Raider 1, we actually need 3 of them to continue on with the level. Now, another thing that it did is that it opened that trapdoor over there. Now, that trapdoor is timed, and a lot of people assume that this trapdoor is tied to the circuit breaker. This is incorrect. The trapdoor is tied to the tile that has the circuit breaker, which means that if the tile closes, what you want to do is you want to stand back on the tile where you pick up the circuit breaker to reopen the trapdoor. Now, that being said, I kind of wish that, you know, the color of the tile was a bit different so that it could be more obvious. But again, Tomb Raider 2 is not here to mess around. This is the game for hardcore gamers. Even though Tomb Raider 3 is much more difficult, but that's besides the point. Okay, so right here, we will take some 4 damage, so it's not the end of the world. And honestly, I have pretty good health when it comes to my health. When it comes to, you know, the room where the circuit breakers go. Yeah, spoilers. Okay. Now, for this part, there's 2 ways you can go. You can either go to the left or you can go straight. I'm going to go straight first because this room, as you can see, we are back in the other side of those gates. And yes, the reason why I decided to close them was so I can actually get the circuit breaker without having to backtrack. Now, if the doors were open, what you have to do is you have to press that button to open a trap door that will essentially take you back to that room you were just at. And the trap door, in case you're wondering, is right here to the right. Oh, well. Now, by coming down here, or by doing, I want to say by picking up the circuit, you will actually spawn a guy with a rifle and a guy with a wrench. But yeah, that was completely intentional. I did not mean to fall off. Whoops. But yeah, let's just go back up because there's still stuff to do in here. More particularly, we have to go get the 3rd and final circuit breaker. Alright, look at that, Magnum. Or automatic clips. So yeah, as you can see, we are back in this room, and we are now on the other side of the room, essentially. And as you can see over here in the distance, we can actually go ahead and claim the 3rd and final circuit breaker. Now, this can also be your first one, because you can actually get this one as soon as you get into this room. But I decided to get last because, you know, we just went in a circle grabbing the other 2 as well. And yeah, that running jump can be very deadly because if you miss the grabbing the ledge, yeah, you're going to go straight into the glass and you're going to kill yourself. Now, before we continue on, these guys drop stuff. This rifle guy drops some Uzi clips. And the wrench guy drops some harpoon ammo. We got some poons, which is awesome because we're going to use the harpoon gun a lot in this level. Because we have this massive underwater section that has like 2 sharks and 2 barracudas, which is it's pretty deadly if you're not careful. And yes, I will kill them all using the harpoon gun. Okay, actually no, I do have the M16 equipped. So in this hallway, first off, there was a small med pack, but also we got this lever. Now this lever is going to open a trapdoor at the end of this hallway. And basically, as you get out of the hallway, as you get out of the water, there's going to be a guy with a wrench, a guy with a shotgun, and a guy with a rifle. Now, the problem is that when you begin, you are going to be in this tiny hallway that, yeah, trying to get out is going to be very difficult, especially when you have a wrench guy in your face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hope that these guys are far away so that I can actually snipe them with the M16. However, if that's not the case, then I'm just going to go guns a-blazing with the M16 as well. Because like I mentioned, the M16 will only work if you're either constantly moving or if you're standing still. And yeah, this was the worst case scenario where we have the wrench guy in my face. So that is no bueno. So you know what? I'm going to kill you with my Uzis. But honestly, the fact that the shotgunner was not near me is honestly a blessing because, yeah, the shotgunners do the more damage, considering that, you know, it's a freaking shotgun. And oh my god, we got more shotgun shells. Thank God, because yeah, as you notice that, yeah, we've not hit double digits with shotgun ever since Venice, I would say, which is pretty bad. Goes to show that, you know, they now prioritize other weapons. But yeah, we got some Uzi clips, we got some shotgun shells, and we got a large med pack from the guys. And here is the room that the circuit breakers go. And basically, these will turn off the flames, allowing you to push or pull this movable block. Now, what you want to do is you want to pull this block, or you want to position this block where the second circuit breaker receptacle is. So the second one right here, because as you can see, we have an opening over there. Now, I guess you can also push it on the third receptacle and do some crazy jumping, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, so now we're gonna climb up here, but as soon as we climb up here, we're gonna spawn a guy with a wrench. So I'm gonna kill him very quickly. And in this room, we have a lever. And what this room is gonna do is it's going to align these... machine parts, I guess, so that we can actually jump across the route to the other side of the room. And, oh, well, that was a mistake. But yeah, basically you want to make sure that, you know, you don't have full damage like I did. Because this can kill you. And we don't want to die. Considering that I haven't died since Opera House? Yeah, since Opera House, I think. Oh yeah, because the sandbag. So yeah, I want to try to... So yeah, let's see if if Great Wall and Opera House are the only levels I don't die. Although that's probably not going to be the case because... when I did my first Tomb Raider marathon where I suffered 7 deaths on Tomb Raider 2, I only played the main game. I haven't played the... that was a time where I haven't played the expansions yet, so... Yeah. But yeah, I can guarantee you that the expansions are going to kick my ass. I can guarantee it. Alright, so in this room we have a barracuda, and if we go to the right, we can actually get some harpoons. And yeah, we are now, essentially, we are at the bridge of the Maria Doria. As we get this ominous music. And yeah, as you can see right here, because we're in shallow water, Lara cannot use her double-handed weapons. So the shotgun, the grenade launcher, the M16. She cannot use them unless you are like out of shallow water, you know. Okay, so here we got a key, and yeah, our objective is to go get this key, pretty much. And if we explore the bridge, we will see. Yeah, you can actually see that the key is down there in the bottom of the screen, guarded by a barracuda. And yeah, now we have to find a way to get it. Now, before we continue, there are some automatic clips right in here. And this is all the pickups in this large area, besides the med pack that was dropped by that wrench guy. Okay, so looking at the ocean, we want to go to the left. There is a valve door right here. Open the door, Laura. Thank you. And in this room, we have a switch. Now, this switch is going to open a door on the other side of the bridge. And this is a timed door, so we have to hurry a bit. So, yeah, you got to watch out for the... Yeah, you got to watch out for the geometry. And the door's going to close on me. No, it's not. Hurrah. Huzzah. Alright. And here we got a movable block, and this block, we have to push it. And this will reveal a switch. And this switch is going to open a trapdoor that is going to allow us to go into that area where the key is. Now, I highly, highly, highly recommend you save your game, because this next area, if you're going for all kills, it can be very difficult because you have to fight 2 sharks and 3 barracudas. Not to mention that we also have the key, but also we have the final secret of the level. And yeah, basically we have to do a lot of underwater fighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare myself. I have the harpoon gun, and oh, I have one bullet less. Although I guess it could be very useful to kill the barracudas, because yeah, the barracudas, I believe they take 3 hits from the harpoon gun, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna save my game, and yeah, with that said, hopefully there's not a shark right in front of me, so let's go. Well, there wasn't a shark, but it was a barracuda, I can tell that right now. Okay. Oh, I didn't get it. Nice. Alright, let's... Oh, I missed. Nice. And the 2 sharks are inside each other. So yeah, this part can be very, very dangerous because, again, these guys are... They can catch up really quickly. Now, what I recommend is you actually go around this stone structure so you can actually keep a distance from the sharks and to some extent the barracudas, even though, as you can very clearly see, the barracudas are faster than you. And yeah, if you are running out of breath, just go back to the entrance and yeah, we just have to try again from there. Now, there's another air pocket, but it's more deadly to go into, so I don't recommend you do so. But yeah, let's go over here, not get chomped by a shark. Alright, let me turn. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Wow, look at that. I thought the shark was gonna kill me. Also, yeah, I did not pay attention that I had to reload. Now, one recommendation I could give you is to, if you're not certain that it's going to kill, or, you know, if it's like 1 hit away from death, but you want to just, you know, be certain, I highly recommend you just fire all 4 shots. So that, A, Lara can reload the gun, and B, you can have a fresh clip, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna cut this really close. Go, Lara, go! Alright. Now make sure you also find a ledge to get out of, because, yeah, I remember when I played this game one time, I didn't pull out from the water and I just died. It was awesome. Okay, so there's a shark near the entrance, which is not good. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit for them to spread out. And then I'm gonna... Oh my god. Ah! That was awesome. Okay. Let me... Okay, so now we gotta kill these guys. And yeah, they take 8 hits. Like I mentioned. Now, thankfully, these guys have a terrible turn radius. As you can very clearly see. These guys have a very bad turn radius. So you can actually use that to your advantage to actually kill these guys very much more effectively. And there we go. We killed all the barracudas and all the sharks. And I'm still alive, baby. Alright, now instead of going back to the air pocket, I'm actually going to go over here, which is across the air pocket. And right here we have yet another air pocket. But this one is important because we can claim the third and final secret, the Jade Dragon, which will give us our grenade launcher back. So yes, we can now poof some assholes. Awesome. Now, the reason I recommend you kill all the enemies first is because if you decide to go to the secret, yeah, the barracudas and sharks will just pile up on the entryway, making it much more difficult to get out without getting bitten. Also, what's really cool is that similar to the T-Rex, the sharks do have a sort of grab attack, although it only happens when they deal a blow that will kill you. So yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna see it. Or I guess I can show it, you know, in editing. Although, like the T-Rex death that I showed in Great Pyramid, that will not count as a death because it was not part of the walkthrough. So yeah, that I'm not gonna count that as a death. So instead of being 36, it's 35. So yeah, my marathon, my rules. Damn it. Okay, so here we got the key, and in this room we have a lever. And what this lever is going to do is going to open a trapdoor that will allow us to push a block, which is... No, it's not here. But the trapdoor is right over here. And basically, we can push this block to put the block underneath a lever that is going to open a trapdoor in the room we're just at. So let's go and pull the lever. Let's open the trapdoor, and yeah, now we have to go back to the room we're just at. Pretty simple. Okay, so now I'm going to take my M16, and I'm also going to save my game, because now we have to deal with some shotgunners. And these guys can be problematic, because, yeah, they can do quite a bit of damage. And... a part of me says that if I get hit, I'm going to die, but I'm not sure about that. Now, you may also notice that there's also some frogmen in the water. But yeah, the most annoying part about these guys is that they basically try to get underneath you. Oh, they're trying to get, like... yeah, they're trying to be underneath you, which is kind of annoying. But if you just run and jump to the other side of the room, you can easily snipe these guys. Oh, and there they are. Or there they went. Okay, now, yeah, as you can see right there, we have some frogmen. However, yeah, I don't want to fight them with a harpoon gun because I don't think I have enough ammo to kill them. I have 8 harpoons, I think. And I believe these guys take 5? I actually don't remember, but I don't want to find out. There you go. Okay, there's another frog guy. There he is. And he's going to be in sight, probably. Or maybe he will... Actually, maybe he'll be when I be over here. Yes, when I be over here. Oh, you jerk. That is not the side I want you to be, buddy. Yeah, he just hovering over the glass. Okay. Let's just get down. To get down, you want to find this hole, and yeah, you're gonna be... This is the safest way to drop into the bottom floor. Alright, so now... Yeah, we have some M16 clips, finally. I don't think we've gotten M16 clips in a while. And we also got a small med pack. Where are you? I don't know. Also, 155. Let me see real quick how much ammo does we get with the... What hit me? I took damage. Okay, look. Okay, clipping harpoon. Oh my god, 3. Okay. 275. And I had 155, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot math. Alright. Okay, so let me get this guy wherever he is. Pull over God, just show up. Thank you. Alright, and now we are, yeah, we're basically towards the end of the level. So now we have to do is we have to slide off, take a dive, and then similar to 40 Fathoms, we have to find these barrels. And yeah, we just now have to follow them to the end of the level. Now you do want to be careful because as you go through here, we're gonna encounter some eels that are going to try to bite us. And yeah, we want to avoid them. Not to mention that, you know, I want to survive and I don't want to die. And we also have some barracudas here, which, yeah, this part can be kind of annoying because similar to the other encounters in 40 Fathoms, yeah, these guys can be very annoying. Not to mention that, you know, we have an eel to deal with, and yeah, he can be kind of annoying. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to hop over the water so that I can actually maybe lure them. Oh, I got a lock on for a bit. Okay, I think that's one. I think there's 3 of them again, so yeah, we have to, let's see real quick. Oh, it's all behind me. Oh no, there's 2 of them, okay. Thankfully the eels cannot attack behind them, so we're safe. Thank God. Oh wait, there's a 3rd guy. Okay, so yeah, there are 3 eels. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so I might just cut ahead, maybe. Okay, just to be sure, is there a 3rd guy? Is or there isn't a 3rd guy? I'm gonna say no. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Don't you want some Lara Croft? Don't you want a piece of my leg? Yeah, here we go. Don't you want it? Don't you want it? I don't think he wants it. Okay. Alright. Let's just go through here. And if he steals a problem, then I'm just going to use the harpoon gun. I don't care. Because, yeah, we're not going to use the harpoon gun for the remainder of the underwater level, so... You can be happy knowing that. And we killed it. Yay! That took a while. Holy crap. Let's just get out of here, which... Yeah, funny enough, once you go over here, we end the level. So yeah, I just spent like 5 minutes trying to kill barracudas that I could have just avoided just to end the level. But, you know, I wanted to get all kills, so that's what matters. But there you guys have it. That is Wreck of the Maria Doria. I mean, like I mentioned before, I don't hate this level, but there's a lot of moments where you can very easily die or take a lot of damage if you're not careful. But I feel that this is the first level of the underwater section that doesn't have bullshit enemy placement, unlike the last 2 levels. But yeah, with that said, next time we meet, we're moving on to Living Quarters, which is honestly a pathetically easy level compared to this. To this level and the last. But until then, thank you all for watching this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. My name is Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.